Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing today? Good morning.
Jerry, thank you. Said when you get to dealing, I like Polish ham on pumpernickel with a little Dijon mustard.
Dang it.
Super truck car. Said hi, Anna. Big O. Said good morning, everyone checking in.
Good morning, Big Gabe. How you doing?
E. Michaels. Said good afternoon, Bobby.
Good afternoon.
Watson. Said hi at Anna Metallica.
All right, I gotta stop at Walmart on the way. Send
Money
Tasha
with
some
wings.
money.
Godfather Banks money with wings. Said another day, another dollar.
Another
I gotta
day,
go
another
to work
nickel.
Tonight myself. Definitely enjoyed my time off.
Right
T.
on.
Michaels. Said hello. Jim 64.
Hello.
Super Truck RR Anna. Helen 79. Jerry. Tammy Regan. Said good afternoon, Bobby.
Good afternoon,
Beautiful
Tammy.
day.
Beautiful out
Said
here.
hi, Dee.
Just a friendly reminder, if you've not got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. Do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. So now what we're going to have here is we're going to have this afternoon ride. I think it's just about an hour and a half-ish, maybe 2 hours to the pickup.
Stacy P.
Shut down.
Said hello, Bobby.
Stacy, how you doing? The load that we're picking up is a double stopper.
Said looks like it rained.
It's nah, it hadn't rained here. It was spitting snow yesterday. What we got here though is a double stopper that we're picking up, and one of them
Said good.
is due tonight. I think at 11 is what I think is what I seen. And the other one's due in the morning at like 5. So what's going to happen is I'm going to stop up here at Walmart, send Tasha some money. I'll shut the stream down right before we get to the shipper, and then start it back up, and it'll
Jim 64.
probably run through the night to be able to make it to the second stop. It's not very long. Jim 64, how you doing? It's not a very long ride. I think 300-ish miles, I think.
Anna Metallica.
Now,
Said that's at 4 a.m. my time.
now,
LMAO.
if there's anybody in this area Schodack, this pilot that I'm at right now, they've got two.
Tough duck, go fast. Said double stopper.
They got
At the plunger.
two pallets of
Said Walmart has crystal light sleeves. to add
vegetables
flavor
and
to water
whatnot.
bottles.
One of them's a pallet of
Jim 64.
salad.
Said hi Super Truck Car.
The other one is a pallet of is it eggplant, I think, that they're just giving away, sitting out on the sidewalk. So if there's anybody in the
Magic
area,
food.
go grab
Said
some
you can
up.
do 300 miles in your sleep.
Yeah, but we got to get loaded.
Super Truck Car. Said slow box loading can screw up trick plans.
That exactly that 300 miles that counts it. That's with the load up and 2 unloads.
64. Said hi D Michaels.
Plus I got to stop at Walmart.
Super Truck Car. Said hi Jim. Richard Bishop. Said good morning Commander Bobby and a Metallica Jim 64.
Richard, how you
Ghost of the
doing?
Now. Said hi Super T. D Michaels. Said a ghost. I love the Skittles flavor packets. Have you tried them? Said hey ghost. Anna Metallica. Said Richard. Jim 64. Said hi Richard.
Go Tluck.
Richard Bishop. Said howdy Super Trucker. Dennis McCanage. Said hello Bobby and everyone.
Dennis, how you doing? I'm gonna work on getting some of them reels posted up that you sent me. I just hadn't really been too into doing shorts here lately.
Super Truck Car. Said hi Richard.
I put one up this morning.
Said haven't noticed those deep. I will check next time.
I put one up this morning, and I think it might do pretty good. Wasn't thinking that it was going to do any good. And yeah, the one I did put up yesterday was a replay from a previous one that I put up. I just labeled it different.
Said morning Dennis. Jim 64. Said hi Tammy.
I just labeled it different, maybe for some rage baiting. Actually, is why I done it for.
D Michaels. Said they are really good taste, just like Skittles. I can't drink just plain water myself. Need some flavor. The 101 Steagle. Said hey Bobby. Miss Hicks.
101, how you doing?
Bobby, were you able to see the place with the picture I sent?
Yeah, the location, I did. I found it.
Family Dollar has those envelopes as other brands than Crystal Light. Anna Metallica.
I did. I found that
Said
location.
will you be going over the famous Brooklyn Bridge?
Brooklyn Bridge.
Ghost of the Now. Said Bobby, Easter getting close for the special story. Richard Bishop.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work
Said
on that
hello
too.
there, Tammy.
I hadn't worked on that either.
Super Truck Car. Said no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that one worked on. Come on, man.
D Michaels. Said a ghost. Dollar Tree has small 5-piece box of the Skittles packets, only the red flavor though. Duder. Said you going to New York Deli for a pastrami on ride.
Heck yeah.
Richard Bishop.
Is it Del?
Said good morning D and 101st Eagle.
Should be Delhi. Should be.
D Michaels. Said morning Richard.
I'm hoping that this Walmart's kind of easy to get in and out of.
A ghost of the now. Said a D are those Skittles very sweet. Richard Bishop. Said howdy Junior.
sent me. I seen it as I was starting the stream up. I seen the message.
Said hello, Bob Casey.
So I'll look at it when I get up here and they load me.
Urban Girl was affected by the floods. The
I don't know, maybe.
Said there are some great sandwich locations in New York. Duder said, yeah, it's probably down high dilly down.
Tell hi, Dooley down. Probably.
Hank said, are we heading to the next pickup location?
Yeah.
Hank
Yeah, we're about.
said, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're about, I think, somewhere between 2 and 3 hours away. The pickup's not till 5, but I'm leaving out a few minutes. I'm about an hour early because I got to stop at
Said Hank.
Walmart up here and
The
send
101
Tasha some
Steeple
money.
said trying to park a rig close to a deli is almost impossible. A ghost of the
Yeah.
night said $159 at NYC Deli probably buys 3 large heroes. Hank
Right.
said hello Anna M. Bob Casey Ariel said got water all around Bobby. Watched a rescue of 2 people yesterday.
Dang it. Yeah, we come through some big time flooding coming up here. We went through Arkansas and up. We didn't come through Kentucky. But man, Arkansas is under some water. I tell you what, man. I don't know how the rest of everything looks, but
Don't have to go fast.
just about renamed that state Arkansas Lake.
Hopefully those moose isn't out front saying the park is closed. Richard Bishop
I'm just
said good morning,
stopping there to let them send her some money. I ain't doing any kind of shopping.
Said I just joined the Ride Along Facebook group this morning, Bobby.
Heck
I
yeah.
had made me a Facebook page the other night. The 100 people said Kentucky was brutal and bloody. Rick said hello all. Bob Casey Ariel said Green River 30 feet above flood stage.
Dang it.
Historical weather rainfall 15.5 inches in 2 days.
Lord have mercy.
Unprecedented. A ghost of the now said Longwood Old New York Central Bridge.
Yeah, that's pretty cool there.
Said hello Richard Bishop. Super truck line. Said reports showed Van Winkle Distillery mostly underwater. Hank said it's good. Hank said you would think the water would go back down at some point. I know in my location the waters already went down. Duder said no save the distilleries. Bob Casey Ariel said over 450 state roads closed crazy.
Dang.
Rick said hi
Well,
Richard.
we only come across one
Christian
road that was
Sanchez
flooded over.
said amazing street.
Thank you, Christian.
Sanchez said keep up with the amazing work.
I do my best, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Rick said hope you're good Bobby.
I try to bring.
Richard Bishop
I'm doing all right today.
said Bobby Arkansas got it the worst not only with rain but also with tornadoes.
Yeah, Arkansas got hit hard.
Said I have a brother that lives near Albany. He in Forestport.
Forced work. Is that what you said? Forestry work. Yeah, I'm feeling better today. My back's hurting pretty extensively, but
said we went to a few truck stops that became marinas.
I'm feeling
Christian
better.
Sanchez
Yeah, we did go to
said
that
did
one.
everybody saw the Minecraft movie? Anna Metallica said Rick Gabe.
I hadn't seen the Minecraft movie. I've heard about it, but I hadn't seen it.
Big up said hi Anna. Duder said Bobby I thought you were just in Colorado now you're in New York.
No, I hadn't been to Colorado
The 101 Steeple
a little bit.
said Bobby you pulled some long days.
Yeah.
A ghost of the now
getting close,
Said you
man.
had a good rest because you had all day yesterday and last night.
Yeah, it was a decent little rest. I've only got 15 hours on my 70-hour clock though. So I guess that might be why they give me this short run. I guess, I don't know. So I didn't gain anything back last night. Now tonight I'll gain back 11 hours.
Said, oh, I thought you were in Colorado, my matters.
No, it's been a minute since I've been to, and I think, well, no, okay, no, wait a minute, my bad, I was in Colorado, what was it, when I come out of Monte Vista? Yeah,
A ghost
I forgot about that.
Said make a few bucks on it.
Sorry about that, yeah, that's my bad. I was in Colorado a couple of weeks back.
Said, are you going out west, Bobby?
No,
Richard Bishop.
just going south a
Said,
little bit.
Bobby, I've heard Ben Gay works pretty good on back pain, sir.
It does, but it's internal back pain. It's not muscular, and it don't really help them internal organs much.
GDI. Said, love you, Bobby.
Well,
Have a safe drive,
thank you.
brother.
Always as safe as possible, man. Yeah, the back pain is actually my kidneys is what it is.
Said that's the load that went to Florida.
Right, yeah, the load went to Florida, then back to Texas. I forgot. I wasn't thinking about Monte Vista. I had forgotten all about it. But yeah, I was in Colorado to Florida,
Duder.
back to Texas, and then
Said
up to
when
here.
you come to Arizona, do you eat tacos and burritos?
Sometimes. Capital Saratoga region. Yeah, I hope this is easy off from back
Said
home.
used to have a cab over back. A ghost of the now.
Yeah,
Said couple naproxen should help.
I took a couple. This morning,
Said hello there, Gary.
and it has eased it up.
Said hi, Gary.
But yeah, I did. I took a couple this morning.
Gary Watson. Said hello at Richard Bishop. Duder. Said what's your favorite state and why is it not Arizona?
Tennessee's my favorite state because I live there.
Gary Watson. Said hi at Rick. Richard Bishop. Said 10 to 4 copy the info, Bob. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I like Arizona. Don't get me wrong. Back in my younger days, well, younger than what I am right now, Arizona and Florida would have been my ideal states due to the heat.
Said how long will you be driving today, Bobby?
It'll probably be an all-day thing. It's just a couple hours to the first pickup, but I've got 2 deliveries, one tonight and then one first thing in the morning, so there'll be a pause on the pickup in between streams, and then we'll start up another stream and run.
Now. Said Tennessee is a pretty state.
Yeah.
GDI. Said kidney stones. Drink lemon juice with water. I worked in healthcare, Kaiser Permanente, here in the SD Bay Area, in ER and urgent care for 10 or 15 years in clinical research here at UC San Fran.
Yeah. Well, and I actually already dropped one of them, but I'm still running with the symptoms, so there's got to be another one in there. I've never had what I call the aftershocks this long, ever.
Relic Robert. Said we'll be watching. Catch you later, Bobby.
10-4.
JR. Said good morning.
Good
Landed
morning,
a
Jam.
Lester. Said hey everyone.
Okay, so that's
Duck duck go fast. Said does your 14-hour clock reset at midnight mountain time? Or just goes from when you did the pre-trip?
it goes from when you do the pre-trip.
Said hello there, Rick. How's everything? Super truck Bob.
It don't reset until you
Said
take a 10-hour
dehydration
break.
will cause kidney pain too.
That's where I think most of my kidney
Said JR.
stones
Desert
come
Rat.
from is
Said howdy
dehydration.
everyone.
Desert rat, how you doing? When I hit a certain point of dehydration, that's when my kidney stone starts rolling off.
Said I don't know what's worse, the back pain or passing the stones.
I tell you what,
Said hi Anna.
it's hard to distinguish which one would
Said
be
Richard,
worse.
all good here, Richard, thanks.
It really is, because the back pains are horrible. The nether regions are horrible.
King of Pick 7. Said howdy Desert Rat and Buddy Reed.
There ain't nothing good about a kidney stone. I'm just telling you.
Hank. Said water is the only thing that keeps you hydrated.
Yeah, I've been drinking water.
Said yes, drink a lot of water.
See, I quit drinking the lemonade.
Said hello Anna. Richard Bishop. Said good morning Buddy Reed and Mr. Desert Rat. Hank. Said at least that's what I've heard. Buddy Reed. Said hello King. King of Pick 7. Said hello Gary. GDI. Said lemon juice.
Yeah.
Not concentrate though.
Right.
Do it man. Buddy Reed. Said hello Richard.
So what we're doing right here is we're sidetracking to Walmart.
Brandon Karstensen. Said I drink plenty of water that's filtered through bean grounds if that counts LOL.
Right.
Gary Watson. Said hello buddy at King of Pick 7. A ghost of the now. Said all I drink is water. That's why I get flavor packets.
Gotcha.
Said I know a lot of people complain about water because they ain't got no taste. Well, it's better to drink water and be healthy than not to be. I don't worry about the I don't have to taste, I just drink it.
Don't have to taste it, just drink it.
Augusta. Said 94 likes.
94 likes. Let's do
Said
this.
hello,
Just a
Gary.
friendly reminder. If you've not got that
GDI.
thumbs up button yet,
Said keep a 1 gallon of Crystal Geyser or
smash it,
whatever
mash it,
and add
punch
the
it,
pure
kick it,
lemon
lick
juice.
it. We do not care how you
Super
do
Truck
it.
Said
Stop
coconut water will
smurfing on it.
rehydrate.
Yeah, I need to get me some lemon juice to pour in the water just to see how it
JR.
does.
Said you should have a doctor visit just to see if they can help you out.
Yeah. Look at
Duder.
that. That's got double
Said
turning
I get the
axles.
Gatorade powder. Bob Casey Ariel. Said howdy Gary. Landon Augusta. Said you heard the man smash the like button. King of Pick 7. Said lemon water is good at cleansing the guts and kidneys. Bob Casey Ariel. Said Anna. Gary Watson. Said hi at Bob Casey Ariel. Desert Rat. Said saw that Night Swift is putting AI cameras in trucks to watch the driver. A ghost of the now. Said
Really?
coconut water is healthy but tastes weird. Richard Bishop.
A lot of companies have them
Hello,
AI
GI.
cameras now. A lot of them do.
Bob Casey Ariel. Said Buddy Kimbo Pick 7.
Those AI cameras, if anybody's ever watched
Reduce speed.
Double A Trucking, the company that he was with before, they had AI cameras. The one that told him,
Said hello everyone. Hi Bobby.
Kimberly, how you doing?
GDI.
The one that
Said it came out
hollered out comments for every little thing, like when he looked
Said
away
hello,
from
Bob.
the road and whatnot. Those was AI cameras. You know, the one that told him to pull
Gary
over if
Watson.
he yawned.
Said hi at Kimberly Plank.
Yeah, the one.
Anna Metallica.
So anybody
Said
that's ever
AI
watched,
scares me.
anybody that's ever watched Double A,
Said Gary hi.
that's what he had in his
Pick
truck.
7. Said 103 boom.
Oh,
Hi.
man, you first 100 thumbs
Said
up
Anna Metallica
right here at the Ride Along Gang.
Anna
Really do
Metallica.
appreciate it.
Said Kimberly.
Snatch
Ghost
some
of the
salt
Now.
from the salty
Said I would
crew.
want to moon the onboard camera.
Butter up that popcorn.
Said hello Kimberly.
Enjoy
Desert Rat.
the rest of the
Said
ride.
good thanks.
Now we do love the
Kimberly
Misfits
Plank.
around here.
Said G-Dye High.
How much do we love the
Richard Bishop.
Misfits?
Said Desert Rat most of the major trucking stops. were
Freaking
trading down this
bunches.
morning. Kimberly Plank. Said a ghost of the now high.
Alright, let's see. Hopefully we can get into this Walmart
GDI.
easy.
Said hi at Kimberly Plank. Desert Rat. Said saw that Richard. Anna Metallica. Said robots scare me anyway. LOL.
It's not robots,
Kimberly
Anna.
Plank.
It's just
Said Desert Rat hello.
smart
Kimberly
cameras
Plank.
is what it is.
Said Richard Bishop hello. A ghost of the now. Said a Kimberly Plank good day.
Could you imagine having a robot sitting beside you like Meg here? But instead of reading out comments, she's like, keep your eyes on the road. Why are you yawning for? You need to pull over. Slow down. Speed up. There's a car in front of you. Get your finger out of your nose. Could you imagine?
Anna Metallica. Said LMAO. King
Dang
of
it,
7.
man.
Said LMAO. Gonzo Trips. Said LMO. I think I was married to Meg. Edward S. Said good afternoon, gang.
Edward, how you
Anna
doing?
Metallica. Said FFS Bobby. A ghost of the now.
Well, that's how it
Said
would work,
Meg.
right?
Drink water Bobby.lol.
Drink water.
Said I have a new most views short 3.5k views. Wow.
Who? Super Trucker? Is that?
Said I could not do that, Bobby. I would end up punching him. Kimberly Plank. Said Gonzo hello. Buddy Reed. Said with comedic remarks like that, you must feel some better.
I feel
Kimberly
pretty
Plank.
decent.
Said Hank hello. Duck duck go fast. Said that kind of AI mother-in-law robot would need to ride in the backseat.
Right.
Brandon Karstensen. Said I'd honestly tolerate that if it's a robot Gordon Ramsay. I'll listen to those insults lol. Gonzo Trips. Said howdy Kimberly. Rick. Said that robot wouldn't stay around long, it would be sitting side the road. Kimberly Plank.
Let's just go around the
Said
back.
duck duck go fast. Hi. Kimberly Plank. Said Buddy Reed hello. Richard Bishop. Said Bobby West Texas crude was trading at $57 per barrel on the NYSE.
Dang, she
Kimberly
almost
Plank.
done it.
Said Rick hi. Edward S. Said short trip today.
Yeah,
Buddy
well, it's
Reed.
going to be a long trip,
Said
but
hello Kimberly. Rick.
short time.
Said hi Kim.
Short miles.
Anna Metallica. Said Brandon. Kimberly Plank. Said Brandon hi. A ghost of the now. Said that was fast. All roads lead to a Walmart.
Heck
Hank.
yeah.
Said hello Kimberly. Kimberly Plank. Said Edward S. hello.
Let's see.
Richard Bishop. Said hello there Kimberly Clark. Truck car. Said I pulled an Andy C yesterday lol.
Oh, man.
A ghost of the now. Said stealth parking mode now. Duck duck go fast. Said the AI robot wooden seating on the side roads. It would electric parts thrown everywhere at the Watusi rolled out the window.
Let's see if I can turn this thing around. Park up there along the side. Man, my guts are hurting though. I tell you what.
Richard Bishop. Said well guys and gals, I'm taking a break for lunch TTYL. Kimberly
Richard,
Plank.
appreciate you stopping in and hanging
Said
out.
well last night in Taro Mead we got a dusting of snow.
We'll catch
It's
you next
41
time, man.
degrees here. Where's
Oh, somebody got reverse muted.
Care Richard.
That's kind of tough. Not too bad.
A ghost of the now. Said does Alka Seltzer help?
Alka-Seltzer?
Brandon Karstensen.
Not for
Said
this
Meg
case.
don't like
no.
Kimberly apparently LOL. Lauren order. Said what the fluff.
What the fluff?
Anna Metallica. Said Lauren.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hopefully this will be alright. Right here.
JR. Said hi Lauren. Lauren order. Said hey Anna. Duder. Said law or utter. Lauren order. Said sup junior. Steve Law. Said hello Bobby. How you doing today?
I'm doing alright. Alright guys, I'll be right back in just a minute. Hopefully it won't take very long, hopefully. I'm gonna one wheel up there and for quickness. Dang, it's chilly out here.
Said Meg said what the fluff with some personality. Kimberly Plank. Said Steve hi. A ghost of the now. Said 10-4. Steve Knapp. Said hi Anna. Kimberly Plank. Said Lauren hello. Steve Knapp. Said hi Kimberly. Lauren order. Said what the fluff did I miss? Duder. Said 10-4 Roger Dodger over and out. Okay. Said there goes the one wheel. Kimberly Plank. Said Duder hi. Brandon Christensen. Said LOL there he goes. Duder. Said hey y'all except Anna cause she blocked me LOL. Said I looked up and I thought Bobby was Tony Hawk. Kimberly Plank. Said Brandon hello. Anna Metallica. Said was that Bobby on the one wheel? I thought it was somebody else LOL. Kimberly Plank. Said King of Pigs hello. King of Pigs 7. Said yup LOL. Lori CO. Said hey Bobby hey everyone. Anna Metallica. Said Lori. King of Pigs 7. Said hello Lori CO. Lori CO. Said Anna Metallica. Duder. Says Duder Booter Tutor Scooter. Lori CO. Said King of Pigs 7. Gary Watson. Said hi Lori CO. Kimberly Plank. Said Lori CO hello. Lori CO. Said Gary Watson. Kimberly Plank. Said Gary hello. Lori CO. Said Kimber Plank. love the smell of sailboat fuel in the morning. JR said I was number 139. Kimberly Plank said double AAA trucking. Hello. Kevin Towler said the mail service in Exeter, Missouri is so slow most of time. Kimberly Plank said Junior hello. John the Eagle Dad said hey folks. JR said hi Kimberly. John the Eagle Dad said happy hump day. Kimberly Plank said I'm good Hank, how are you? Double A Trucking said hello everyone hand waving. Kevin Towler said hi Kimberly. Kimberly Plank said John the Eagle Dead hello. Hank said that's good to hear Kimberly, I'm doing good as well. Kimberly Plank said Kevin hello. Gary Watson said hi Tony at Double A Trucking. JR said day. Josie Krause said afternoon Bobby.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to buffer for just a minute while I send her the picture that she needs to pick her money up.
Said good afternoon Bobby.
Good afternoon, Tom. How you doing? So we're going to buffer for a couple of minutes, and then it'll be back. But it will be a couple of minutes. At least a minute. All right, we should be back now. Should be. I think.
Said alarm. Lauren Porter said I'm back hee. Alarm Loudies said howdy Anna. Kim Ann said hello everyone. Hi Bobby.
Kim Ann,
Hi,
how you doing?
Nancy said hey there Bobby.
Nancy, how you doing? I'm gonna go on mute for just a second. That guy, I was asking, I didn't know if he was a Walmart employee or not. And I talked to him, I was asking, I was going to tell him that if he was an employee, that I was just going in to do that and I was coming right back out. Because I didn't know if, like I say, I didn't know if he was an employee or not, and I just didn't want him to come out here and boot me or anything. He said that he was walking. He had just had surgery, and he was exercising his lung is what he was doing. But yeah, he said he was exercising his lung. I guess he had some kind of surgery to do with his lungs. I don't know. Maybe. So we're an hour and 52 minutes from the pickup. So this stream will last about an hour and 45 minutes, something like that. Ish. And hopefully they don't take too awful long to load me. Hopefully.
Said I was waiting to see his face in the camp, lol. Double A trucking. Said Bobby Sillier might not leave until 2 p.m. Lauren
Dang.
Warner.
Still there waiting?
Said glad I was able to catch you today, Bobby. Tom Kearney.
Well, I mean,
said exercising his lung.
yeah,
WTF.
yeah, that's what he said.
Marlene
Exercising his
STR.
lung. He was having.
Said hello, Bobby and everyone.
Marlene, how you doing? I mean, it's just 2 hours to the pickup.
Rick.
I'm gonna get loaded and then
Said hi, Lauren.
we'll start to stream back up and head down to the 2-stop delivery.
Lauren said suffering.
So there'll be more
Anna
driving.
Metallica.
There'll be more streaming
Said
today.
don't Walmart employees wear the W logo on their uniforms or something?
Yeah, but he had that
Anna
coat on.
Metallica.
He had a coat on,
Said
so.
Marlene. Rick. Said it Marlene STR hi. Marlene STR. Said hi Anna. Alar Leliames. Said howdy Marlene. Lauren Porter. Said hey Marlene.
I probably should have got me something from in there, but I
Anna
just didn't want to
Metallica.
stand there too awful long.
Said all okay. Via LER. Said hi Bobby.
Valerie, how you
Via
doing?
LER. Said hi everyone. Anna Metallica. Said Valor. Marlene STR.
No trespassing.
Said hi Rick Alar Lauren.
Loitering
Alar
or
Leliames.
soliciting.
Said howdy via LER.
Police
Double
are
A.
authorized to take action.
Said Bobby yes this receiver is a joke tell my company preloaded but now they say it'll live loaded away of not paying detention pay from 6 a.m. to when I leave.
Dang it.
Kevin Towler.
That's the bad thing
Said
about.
Double A trucking sorry for your wait.
That's the bad thing about hauling reefers, man. You'll find
Kimberly Plank.
there's a lot of
Said
delays.
so everyone. Got dinner in the crock pot, hot chores to do. Got meatloaf in the crock pot.
And
A lot
then
of needs. Said morning Bobby, how was you day?
it's been pretty good so
Mr.
far.
Happy. Said happy Wednesday all. The
And
sky looks fantastic.
then you have to worry about. Here's another thing when it comes to
Said hi Val.
refrigerated loads.
Bossy Baywatch. Said Grizzlejack to the front please.
is having to worry about loads getting
Said,
rejected.
Don't get panhandling hobo here. Double A trucking. Said I have to be in Ohio by Friday morning. Lauren Porter.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they extend your wait period on getting you loaded, then they have to extend, or it's not on you to get the, oh, okay, wait a minute. Never mind. I know what you're saying by you have to be in Ohio by Friday. You got that DOT thing.
Hope you're feeling better.
I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. Got that DOT thing you got to take care of. I got you.
Ryan Martin said, "Hey Bobby."
Ryan, how you doing? Well, that was pretty easy.
Said I did not get a notification.
No notification? Dang it. I wonder why.
Anna Metallica said Ryan Richard. Double A Trucking said, "You're right, Bobby, they have to extend the appointment time for the receiver, but I can't reschedule my top physical."
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh,
said I got notification.
the physical. Yeah, that can't be extended. They don't give extensions on that. No matter what the reasoning is. They won't revoke your license per se. But they will go on pause.
One Scuba Dude said, "Howdy Bobby."
Scoot, how you doing?
Kraftwerk said, "Hello all." Lauren Porter
Kraftwerk, how you
said,
doing?
"Hey Scuba." Anna Metallica said, "Scuba."
I put my signal light on and that car sped
Anna
up.
Metallica said, "Crap."
Come on, stupid.
Marlene STR said, "Hi Kraftwerk."
As soon as I put my signal light on, he sped up just enough to get in the middle of the trailer and then eased back
One
off of it.
Scuba Dude said, "Hello Marlene, Anna, Jorn."
And then won it over. I mean, Lord have mercy. How easy would that have been?
Marlene
Just to
STR
got on
said,
over.
"Hi Scuba." Double A Trucking said, "I took a nap until 11, but my body's still been up since 3 a.m., so yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I might have to run the night shift tonight just to keep on schedule possibly."
I'm gonna have to run the night shift.
Said, "Hello Scuba." Ryan Martin said, "Driving is hard for some." Ozzy
Yeah, it
Baywatch
is.
said 74, 869 pounds.
Huh? What? I hadn't picked the load up yet. We're on the way to pick it up. We're empty right now.
Pick 7 said, "I hate when people do that stupid crap." One Scuba Dude said, "Lauren, not Jorn, LOL." Anna Metallica said, "Ozzy." Rick
Excuse me.
said, "I was starting to have Bobby withdrawals, missing the last 2 streams. The other half offered to go to Walmart and buy me a tractor trailer to play with." One Scuba Dude
Dang it, man.
said, "Good day, Baywatch." Double A Trucking said, "At least my company is going to try to fight for every hour. I've been here and make sure I get paid what I should get paid, but I still have the chance of them saying they're not going to pay it."
Oh yeah, and the chances of that
Said, "Hi."
are greater than the chances of them paying it.
Said Anna Kangaroo Scuba Dude. Rick said, "Hi Scuba." Double A Trucking said, "The shipper not paying the petition." Anna Metallica said, "Field trip to Coney Island."
Yeah, and when the shippers don't pay attention, chances are the company that you work for, and it's no matter what company you work for, chances are they're not going to pay the detention. Sometimes they will. It just really depends. Sometimes they will, but a lot of times, most of the time they won't. a lot of people on social media. You'll hear a lot of people. Like if you're on Facebook, maybe Instagram, I don't know, but you'll hear a lot of people say, "I won't sit anywhere over an hour without getting detention pay," and that's bullcrap. They're lying through their butthole, not even through their teeth. They're lying through their buttholes. If you're in trucking, you're going to sit at places where they don't pay you. It's part of it. It's going to happen. I don't care. Now, when I worked with First Fleet, they was real good at paying detentions, but you had to watch your paycheck every week. Because they would tell you that they was going to pay it, and then they wouldn't pay it. But a lot of times, if you was somewhere where you was sitting for, if you was going to sit beyond 2 hours, they'd tell you to leave. That was the thing about that.
Right.
They would.
Said Bobby, I don't like you flying under the radar, driving weird hours throws my whole world off, LMAO.
It does mine too. Put your cell phone down, Toyota.
Delbert G. Woods. Said morning, Bobby, morning, Misfits. Where
Delbert,
are we
how
at
you
today?
doing? Right now we're in Albany. Right now.
King of Mix 7. Said, wow, that's crazy. Rick. Said a Delbert G. Woods hi. Marlene STR. Said hi Delbert. Anna Metallica. Said isn't that fraud? Saying they gonna pay you, then they don't.
It's trucking, Anna.
Said you basically giving them free time.
Yeah, not basically. You're giving them free time. They're stealing. That's the thing. A lot of people think that when it comes to trucking, it's all easy. Just sit behind the wheel, ride down the highway, and get paid bukus and bukus of money. And it's just, in reality, that's not it. You make a decent wage, yeah, but if you add that wage to the hours that you're away from home, it's not really that decent even.
Double A Trucking. Said that is bullcrap, Bobby, LOL, we live in.
Yeah. Yeah, if you add up the hours that you're away from your house,
Delbert G. Woods. Said hey Rick.
then really it's not even decent money that you're making. Cracker Barrel money. Cracker Barrel money. Where you come up with your stuff at, sir? So let's see, according to the GPS, I'll get there at about 3 o'clock. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. My appointment's at 5. So that'll put me getting there 2 hours early. And I may end up sitting there for 3 hours or 4 hours, I don't know.
Said hey Pick 7.
Hopefully not, but
Trucking. Said I average my last paycheck for a full 65 hours. It only averages 19.00 an hour.
yeah, $19 an hour. But you know, if you love being out here on the road, then, well, it's worth it. It is. If you don't love being out here on the road, then trucking's not something you want to do because it's not worth it. You gotta love it to do it. You just do. For the simple facts of.
Double A Trucking. Said it hard, I'll have a family life.
Yeah, it is. And then here's the thing about local driving. A lot of people will say, go get a local job. Here's the thing about local driving is you're generally, not always, but you're generally 14 hours a day driving. And that's just the way these local companies has it worked out.
Right. Said you have no life on the road. Marlene STR. Said and just imagine you got us as a bonus, Bobby, LOL.
Heck yeah. That is a bonus. That is a big plus. I do have what a lot of these drivers don't have.
Said, haha, that's right, Marlene. Double A Trucking.
I got the misfits
Said,
with me on a day-to-day.
But it becomes a joke with all the flip-flopper on the
Dang. I'm glad well, there's some trucks in that parking lot. I started to stop at that one. I seen it on the map and I was like, man, that one looks weird. Glad I didn't stop at that one.
Delbert Gene Woods said you definitely need an understanding wife to drive truck.
Yeah.
Marlene
Yeah,
STR
that's fact.
said we keep you company.
Right. It's awesome company.
Lauren Porter said I do miss his long horns on the front of his truck though.
Yeah, one of these days we'll get them back on. One of these days. I think it would look pretty sweet, pretty awesome with a set of white and black Longhorns, and then the white eyeballs flashing.
Said me, 2 at Lauren Porter. Rick said Bobby, when I first started watching your stream, I couldn't believe how long you're away from home. It's just crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy, but
said I'd be sitting in one of those Pepsi trailers drinking all the Pepsi. Once for good. Said have enjoyed the field trips and one wheel ride alongs you get to do. Double A.
but the reason why I stay
said
out.
my 3-year-old said to my GF I want Tony home and I miss him like pride. Juan Diego Santos.
The reason why I stay out like I do
a beautiful sky today out
is because the longer I stay out, the longer I get to stay at home. That's the reason why I stay out as long as I do.
Right set for the truck.
Yeah. That's which it's a hard trade-off, you know. 1 week for 1 day. 1 week for 1 day. But I would much rather stay out 7 weeks and go home for 7 days as stay out for 3 weeks and just be home for 2 days. And that's really what they expect whenever you just stay out for 3 weeks, 2 days and back out. That's what I do in the summertime. I'll stay out 3 weeks, go home for 2 days and go back out for 3 weeks. In the summertime I do different.
Said my company policy 6 day out, 1 day home, so 2 to 3 months to get 12 day off.
Yeah, and that's the way a lot of them are. A lot of them are like that. My company, and that's the way my company's supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be 3 weeks out, 1 day in, every week out after that is 1 day.
Said I've been around watching other streams, and I am honest when I say this, nobody has the stream that you have. Nobody.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. I've been working hard at these streams for quite some time, putting the effort into it, trying to make it good. I mean, of course, I don't do the location, the speed, the temperature, and all that overlays, but we don't need it.
Send my DM. Will just give me extra minutes if I need it.
We don't need it because I'm able to communicate.
Lauren Porter said, yeah, Rick BC Bobby talks to us and is funny with the sound bombs and stuff. Kevin Towler said double A trucking, hang in there.
What are you doing, sir? No kicking tires on the side of the road.
STR said overlay butters up the view.
It does.
Rick
In my
said,
opinion.
yes, Lauren, Bobby makes it what it is.
Dang it. So that was my insurance company about the wreck. And you know, I told you guys, for anybody that was here when we was talking about it, I told you guys that that the insurance agent originally they found me at fault for that.
Said even hearing you say 6 weeks out for 7 days home, that's just not fair. That's a lot to ask of a driver.
It is. It's a lot to ask.
Order.
But
Said wreck.
here's the thing. Yeah, I was in a wreck on my last home time. That's, I think, the reason why I'm suffering the kidney stones right now. I think that wreck shook a big chunk loose, and I think that's where all that's coming from. But anyway, for the ones, you know, that heard the original story, that I was in the wreck and insurance deemed it my fault. It wasn't my fault, but insurance deemed it my fault so that they didn't have to pay for my car. Well, what happened is that insurance adjuster, from my understanding, got let go, and another insurance adjuster picked up the case. And the phone call was just now that it's not deemed my fault, that it's deemed 70% the other person's fault and 30% the city's fault. So what they're doing is they're reversing. He had it reversed to where now it's, like I say, 70% the other driver's fault, 30% the city's fault. They're going to go after, which they're not, I don't know how it's going to work with the other person because it's the same insurance company. Me and her both had the same insurance. That's why originally, I think, that's why it was deemed my fault rather than her fault. It was a little young lady run a stop sign. But anyway, yeah, it was the insurance adjuster, claims adjuster, the one that's working on it. His name's Batterson. That's his last name, I guess. I don't know what his first name is. But yeah, with Progressive. So he turned it around and made it right. And what they're going to do is they're going to take the car to the shop. They're going to pay 70% of it. I still have to pay 30% of it. I have to pay the city's part. He said that I could go after the city to get that additional 30% paid if I wanted to. If that was something that I wanted to do, I could go after the city for that. But But yeah. I told him I'd give him a shout out for the help, so I'm giving him a shout out.
Said hello, Jim.
I'm giving him his shout out. Mr. Batterson from Progressive.
Said hello, Squid. Ryan Martin. Said, does that impact your trucking at all?
My trucking? No, it don't.
Said go through small claims court pretty easy though.
Yeah, small claims court.
Said Bobby, glad you're okay from that. I didn't notice, but glad the insurance is backing it right.
Yeah. Well, at first wasn't. At first they wasn't.
Said Bobby, did you see my comment on how the med cards are now being handled? Aaron. Said hello, Bobby.
The text? No, I can't look at text while I'm driving.
Trying to get a settlement resolution on me being broadsided almost a year ago. Fighting insurance and lawyers is the worst.
It is, man. It is.
Said cheers, Mr. Insurance Man. Once Kubadu. Said should have gotten flow LOL. Tom Kearney.
Well, he done pretty good, I think.
We'll send a rep out to suck the city dry. You don't lift a finger. Jim 64. Said hi, Aaron. King of Nick 7. Said hello, Aaron.
Well, that's what I need. Somebody to go do it for me. Suck them dry. So things are looking brighter. I still feel like crap, but things are looking brighter, no doubt. They're supposed to send somebody out to pick the car up here in I think the next few days is what he said. And then they're going to pay, because he asked me if I just wanted to pay out on the car or if I wanted to go that route. And I don't know. I would just soon have it fixed because it's a good car. I mean, it's been a good car. I'd just soon have it fixed as have it paid off and or get paid out on it.
Said all medical cards starting in June 2025 will now be handled by your doctor, and the doctor's responsibility of uploading your med card to both the FMCSA and your local DMV.
Yeah, but in Tennessee, you still have to do the self affidavit, send it in yourself for Tennessee.
Said hi Bobby, everyone.
Priyanka, how you doing?
Marlene STR said hi Priyanka. Jim 64 said hi Priyanka. Alar Loveys said howsy Priyanka. Elena Edikari saw red heart. Said hello everybody smiling face with 3 hearts.
Elena, how you doing?
King of Pick 7 said hello Priyanka. Buddy Reed said hello Priyanka. Double A Trucking said Ohio is all home electronic for all med cards from what I am told.
Oh, okay.
King of Pick 7
Okay.
said hello Elena. Marlene STR said hi Elena. Priyanka said hey guys, I'm doing alright, thank you. Lauren
Doing all right. Getting
said
good
snores in the
grades.
Lurkers Lounge. King of Pick 7 said hello Marlene. Buddy Reed said hello Marlene. Marlene STR said hi King. Marlene
That's the reason why when I was on home time that I didn't do anything, video wise more than what I did. That's the reason why I had that wreck, and I wasn't into doing anything after that wreck. It wasn't a severe wreck. I mean, it wasn't severe. It was a minor crash, but I already knew before I left back out. They called me like the second day and was like, well, this wreck was 100% your fault. We're not going to do anything to help you. So I had the physical pain, which was my shoulder and my kidneys, and then I also went through the mental downfall of it, of knowing that I was out of the car or out of a car, and 100% liable for it. That's why I wasn't interested. I just didn't do nothing. Didn't do anything while I was off on account of going through all of that.
Buddy Reed said it's a good thing you don't have to worry about what other states do regarding drivers.
Yeah.
Elena Edikari saw red heart. Said Marlene, hi.
I probably should have stopped back there at that pilot that we just passed and got me something to eat.
Double A Trucking said if I was the insurance adjuster, I would have been like, how is it your fault when the city took down the stop sign?
Well, the one he was just, I don't know. Like I said, they let him go. I don't know how many cases that he actually screwed up, but they let him go. He quit something. They put on it, he done a lot more digging on it, a lot more looking, a lot more studying. pepper. I finally found my cayenne pepper, which to me, cayenne pepper over anything makes noodles better. I don't like hot stuff. I don't eat a lot of hot stuff, but I love hot noodles.
Priyanka said Watusi roll.
Oh, Priyanka, Watusi Road out the window. Dang. I love hot noodles and I cannot lie. I don't know if I want this chocolate or the 5-hour energy.
Said you should try Tajin seasoning.
Should try what?
Priyanka
What's it?
said what else is new? Andy C said howdy Bobby, everyone.
Andy C, how you doing? Tangency's 9. What is that? I gotta hit my gummy. I know that. I had that this morning.
Said hi Andy. Tom Kearney said T-I-J-I-N.
T-I-J-I-N. What is it though? Lawyer?
Jim 64 said hi Andy C. Tom Kearney said it's slightly hot with lime as well.
Oh, noodle flavor? I like the hot chili. I don't ever get that, but I like it.
Tom Kearney said nice tangy flavor.
Nice tangy flavor. I have to try that. Post it up in the
Lord
Facebook
Slater
group for me if you don't care.
said I put smoked cayenne pepper on my potato chips. Try it.
I don't eat potato chips a whole lot. I like potato chips. I love potato chips, but my teeth are about too weak for potato chips of any sort.
Tom Kearney said what's your grocery store again? Andy C said I got some finely ground Carolina Reaper that I made myself.
There's the IGA that's right down there in town, but there's also the Walmart that's in Blue Ridge. Those are the two that I go to, IGA and Walmart.
Rick said nice Jim.
What happened? What did I miss? Oh, Jim.
Andy
Gifted
C
out a membership.
said use very sparingly.
Thank you, Jim. That is awesome. Man, look how pretty it is around here. Imagine what it looks like in the summertime.
Said load not ready, they are on an hour lunch.
Oh, yeah. Why is it every facility that I ever worked in like that?
Said that ramen has a nice spicy package, but can't find it anymore at Sam's Club.
I only got 20 minute lunch breaks when I worked in warehouses. Now that I'm out here driving, or since I've been out here driving, it seems like every warehouse does 1 hour breaks. Some of them do 1.5 hours. It don't make sense to me. It sounded like she said new dealer. I was like, what do you mean new dealer?
Correct. Said are they union? Once Kubadu. Said hello, Frank.
I've never worked for a union.
Said hey.
But yeah, some of the places that I pick up at are unions.
Double A Trucking. Said I agree, Bobby, like I'm one PO person. Now all I can do is keep take of hours and they're now way they are going to pay for all PO hours. Priyanka. Said Taiwanese, sorry.
Taiwanese it up. Well, maybe with any luck, I don't know. I don't know if I've still got a kidney stone there or not. I just don't know. It's rare that I pass them two back to back like that. Now, you know, back in the day, it wasn't so rare. When I was doing the yard dogging, I would pass one a week to one every other week, sometimes 3 a month. But the doc had me on pain pills for it back then, so it didn't.
Said that's your hour look, being union.
Oh, right. So they hurt, but you know, I don't know. A lot of the mid pains wouldn't have to deal with.
Andy C. Said some places have non-paid lunch periods, then some pay for lunchtime.
Yeah. Mine was always non-paid. Most of them. Sometimes I would get paid lunches, but.
Rick. Said 3 amount holy sheep.
Huh? What? Gobble skill. What the? Is that gobble or cobble? I think it's cobble. I drink quite a bit of cranberry juice. How you doing, Misfit Train Fan? I want to say welcome to the Ride-Along Gang, but that's weird. I never heard your name in the following box. I don't know. Welcome to the Ride-Along Gang, because I've never heard your name before.
Marlene STR. Said we get 1 hour not paid, but if you work 8 hours, 1 hour lunch is required 6 hours, then it's 30 minutes.
So we're 70 miles away. We got 40 miles on this highway. I don't know what it is. Is that 80? Are we on 88? I think we're on 88. I think it's what the GPS says.
RLT78 said hello, Bobby, and you awesome people.
RLT, how you doing?
Said my workplace pays us lunch and feeds us, so you won't leave the workplace.
Dang it, man.
Misfit Train Fan. Said thank you, been watching for a while.
Been watching for a while, right
Marlene
on.
STR. Said 15-minute break after 2 hours work also required.
15 after 2 hours? That's pretty decent.
Said Bobby, I said 3 stones a month, holy sheep.
Oh,
Andy
3 stones
C.
a month. Yeah, yeah.
Said I noticed that I was accepted into the Facebook Ride-Along Gang page.
Tasha's usually pretty quick at accepting people.
Said hello all.
Gotta know how you doing. Tasha's usually pretty quick at accepting people. I don't know when you put it in, but she's generally pretty quick on it.
Said at RLT78 high.
Yeah, back when I was yard dogging, man, I was passing at least 2 stones a month, at least. And I guess it's from the bounciness of that yard dog. I don't know. there for a couple of years, so imagine that's where my big volume of number has
said
come
Paul's
from.
Kill a Kill and Dutch Meat Stream, founded by Jacob Cobell. Priyanka said, if y'all don't mind, pray for me. Going through some things with a family member who got into trouble each other day, trying to stay positive about the situation, but it's tough.
Prayers
Andy
for
C.
you.
said she was quick about it. Marlene STR said, I go in at 10 p.m. First break is midnight, lunch 2 to 3 a.m. Last break 5, then off at 7. Aussie Baywatch
That's pretty good. That's pretty
said,
decent
good day,
schedule.
Ron. Priyanka, Rick, Andy. Marlene, hi Jeff. RLT 78 said Rick. Priyanka said thank you. Marlene STR said hi Aussie. RLT 78 said and Barry.
Is that a train track over there?
Rick said, with this pain every time Bobby wow. Marlene STR said, prayers praying the smiling
I tell you what, when I was yard dogging, man, I had pains shooting through my back and kidneys and stuff that would drop me to my knees.
Said RLT Priyanka.
And I don't mean figuratively speaking.
Said stay strong, Priyanka. Ride along, gang strong. Rick said, of Priyanka, sorry to hear that chin up, things will work out. Kevin Pham said, hi everybody.
Kevin, hang it up.
Priyanka said, wow, beautiful scenery.
Oh, me gifted out a
RLT
membership.
Said hi Anna.
Thank you.
7 said nicely.
That is
Priyanka
awesome.
said thanks. King of Nick 7 said hello Kevin. Rick said nice meeting. RLT 78 said nice meeting. Andy C said yard dogs aren't the most comfortable.
They're not. They're rough riding. That one that I had, man. If you got it over 5 miles an hour, well, if you run it to max speed, and I think max speed for that particular one was 12 or 16, I'm not sure. It was something like that. Man, it would just about do a nose stand bounce if you didn't have a trailer hooked to it. And I never kept the seat, elevated. I always kept it down on the floor, which probably made it a lot worse, but that's why when I say that I've passed over 200 kidney stones, though, that was where the most of them fell from, was doing that particular job. And they was just constantly being shook loose.
Aussie Baywatch said, good day if you doubt myself and I. Pierre Life TV said hello.
Hello. Was that Beer Light TV?
Priyanka said, you sound good, Bobby.
I feel a little better today.
Said, good day, Bear. Kevin Pham said, not too bad. Been better.
I heard that.
Andy C said, yep, I'm riding a farm tractor on a rough war turtle.
Yeah.
Alice Usher said, hi, Bobby.
Alice, how you doing?
Alar Buggies said, howdy, Aussie.
Man, what is that over there? It's pretty neat looking. Looks like a barn with a overhead walkway to 2 silos. What is that?
Alice Usher said, hi, Laura.
ladies and gentlemen,
Said Baywatch.
are freaking awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for over 200 thumbs up right here at the Ride
Said
Along
hello,
Gang.
everyone. Blessings to everyone.
Really do appreciate it. Snatch some salt from the salty crew. Butter up that popcorn.
Said hi, Ozzy.
Enjoy the rest of the ride. Now we do love the Misfits around
Said
here.
hi, Alice.
How much do we love the Misfits?
Said it here like
For the fit bunches.
Said hi, everyone. You said hello. Thank you.
So now my second, this is a 2-stop delivery. We're on the way to the pickup right now. The first stop is somewhere a little south of Philly, I think. And then the second one is, was it Williamsport, Maryland? Somewhere's around the vicinity of Williamsport, I think. Williamsport, Maryland. I'm not real sure.
Tom Purdy said this is awesome scenery.
It is. It's beautiful. Upstate New York is very nice. It's worth the drive getting out of the city up in the upstate. It's definitely worth the drive. There's a lot more, nobody I don't think associates farm or farmland or even little small towns with New York, but there's a lot of nice little towns, a lot of, the rolling mountains like this, the farmlands. New York is a beautiful state once you get out of the city.
Said 200 likes in just over an hour. We rock, folks.
Y'all do rock,
Galiana
man.
Ronald said boom. Prainka
Boom it
said I
up.
bet the weather is nice out there from what I see.
Well, it's 40 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly. Now, yesterday it was spitting snow. It spit snow all day yesterday while I was sitting and waiting. Ooh, we got deer down in the field. What is that, 5? Suckers are big. They almost look like horses down there, but they're not. It's like 40 degrees. It was spitting snow yesterday. The reason why I didn't do anything yesterday is because I did have some rejects on my trailer. Which I forgot to tell you guys, I left the rejects sitting back there at Pilot. They had a pallet of salad, a pallet of, what was that? What was the other thing I said?
Martin Trejo said hi, Mr. Bobby.
Martin, how you doing? I forgot what.
Anna Metallica said, oh dear, LOL.
I forgot what the other thing was.
Rick said I think of New York and it's watching people time, LOL. Amber said eggplant.
Eggplant, yeah.
Raina
Eggplant, and then my
said
popcorn.
coleslaw, LOL.
And then my popcorn. Thank
said
you, Amber.
hi, Anna. Andy C said popcorn.
Yeah, those popcorn, eggplant, and those bags of salad that you can get, That dude unloaded that pallet quick. I was going to go help him.
Said the people that like salads would like that.
Yeah.
Desert Rat said seeing Top Mountain trucking to get back to the old days of truckers being paid for all hours on duty.
They
Anna
should.
Metallica said Alice, Amber, Andy. Martin Trejo said Mr. Bobby, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mark.
RLT78 said I used to go travel to Lake Placid once in a while, and Victor, just near Rochester.
Lake Placid, I've been through there. That is nice.
Said we should not forget the ones we never see that reside in the Lurkers Lounge that also click the thumbs up button.
Right.
Amber
Got that right.
said Anna hand pink waving. Alice Usher said hi, buddy.
We do have a lot of lurkers that
Said hi, Anna.
never comment, but they
Buddy
do
Reed
definitely hit the thumbs up
said
button.
hello, Alice.
Yeah, Lake Placid, I've been through there. That's a nice area. I've been through a lot of New York though,
Martin Trejo
in a truck.
said sorry, hi, Amber.
What is this? 80, yeah, Interstate 88. That's what I thought the GPS said, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was 88 or 86.
Priyanka said yes, great bunch here. Alice Usher said hi Martin. King of Mix 7 said hello Amber. RLT78 said real nice area up that way. One Scuba Dude said hello Amber smiling face with 3 hearts people hugging. Amber said hey Martin.
I delivered
Trejo
football turf.
said what interstate are you in Mr. Bobby?
I delivered
Amber
football turf
said King. King of Mix 7
to a high school somewhere
said
here in
it's
New
gotta be
York.
the Catskills Mountains. Anna Metallica
That was a
said
beautiful
field
area.
trip to Amityville.
I would have to look that up to see
Said howdy Anna.
what town that was in that I delivered that football turf to.
Ozzy Baywatch
That was
said I got a smart TV. You can give a thumbs up but not comment okay. King of Mix 7 said part of the larger Appalachian Mountains.
I would have to
Said I was just called by security and told sorry for the delay, but still waiting on product for my load.
dang it.
RLT78
I have to look that up on
said
Google
used
Maps
to take the
though
ferry from Vermont over to Plattsburgh. One Scuba Dude
to see what part of New York it was.
Amber said hi Scuba Dude light blue heart. Amber said howdy Andy C.
Interstate 88, Martin, in case you missed it the first time. We're in Richmondville, New York. For the ones that's curious about that. Richmondville.
Tom Purdy said not liking the concrete road though.
No, I don't like this. It's a little bit rougher than I like.
Said Bobby they are so lucky.
Dude, look at that. Look over to the right.
Underneath that boiling.
Big old waterfall right there. It's like a damn waterfall.
Buddy Reed said hello Amber. Ozzy Baywatch said 4 a.m. in Australia.
4 a.m. in Australia. Dang, man.
Said which watch needs a smarter TV LOL. Brett said I don't like the Lurkers Lounge. There is no TV, no AC, no bathroom, no chairs, no food. You felt like I took the wrong turn game. I was outside.
You're in the wrong Lurkers Lounge, man. We've got popcorn,
Said yeah,
beer,
Vermont
tea,
and New Hampshire has some of the higher peaks in the
wall-size
Appalachian Mountains,
TVs,
some of the highest
theater
terrain in the lower
seats.
48.
You must be in the closet.
Said hi Andy. Andy C.
You must be in the Lurkers
Said
closet,
fish and
man.
pole. Amber said hello buddy hand waving.
Any drink that you desire, all the food that you can handle, steaks, popcorn, lemon twist, candy, you name it, man. Our Lurkers Lounge is top notch. It's like being on a Disney cruise, man. You can look out the porthole window to see where we're going if you want to.
One Scuba Dude said Rick in the True Lounge. Amber said lurking. Gonzo Trips said man I haven't seen pavement that bad since a state highway in Louisiana.
That's pretty rough right there.
Said she that was outside dang it man. Ozzy
He was
Baywatch
outside.
said Vegemite sandwich here in Oz.
Yeah, we've even got Vegemite sandwiches, man. Lord have mercy. Somebody sent me some Vegemite one time.
Said Scuba tell me it needs so LOL. Galliano Ronald.
What was his
Said
name?
bad street, more hole. Andy C. Said I got a pot of pinto beans cooking in the Lurkers Lounge.
Give me just a second. Is the guy from Kentucky. He's not commented in a long time. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's just still in the Lurkers Lounge. Chuck.
Tom Purdy said OMG Dow plus 2,451.86 plus 6.51%. Today plus 2,451.86 plus 6.51% today.
Chuck sent me some Vegemite one
Said I'm
time.
really surprised that you said beer. RLT78 said I remember that when you tried it.
Yeah, man, that stuff
Said be
was.
more careful, Rick.
I I didn't know how to eat it, that's for sure.
Said my mother is Australian. The Jamaican Marmite are Nas teeth.
Hey, look at that. It's a little deer. No, it's a
Said
dog.
what goes on in the lounge stays in the lounge and no one talks about
That
it.
was a wolf.
Mudsy 65.
Might have been a coyote, but
Said US cool kids hang out in the Lurkers Lounge.
the cool
Kevin
kids,
Towler.
yeah.
Said looks like this part of New York don't care of their roads.
Yeah, they don't
RLT
work on them much.
Said was it the same night you and Tasha sampling hot sauce?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Man, that stuff, which I didn't know how you was supposed to fix it. I just tasted it on my finger. Lord have mercy, don't do that. Don't do that. Never put Vegemite on your finger and taste it. You will not, I'm not going to say you won't like it, but chances are you won't like it. I didn't. That was all of the Vegemite I took out of that bottle too. That was it. But I didn't know you were supposed to mix it with, what is it, honey or butter or whatever. I didn't know you were supposed to mix it up like that and put it on toast.
Said scuba and never going back.
Haven't seen Chuck in a long time. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's hanging out in the Lurkers Lounge. I don't know. It's been a good minute since I've seen him though. Since he's popped into chat anyway.
Said is Vegemite similar to our British version of Marmite?
I don't know. You got me,
Right.
Anna. I have no idea.
Said don't ask me cause I just found out I wasn't there, LOL.
Your guess as good as Barry might know that one. Baywatch, he might know the answer to that, but I have no clue.
Said around here we have a few dog deer. Those are deer the size of a dog with a full back of antlers. Funny looking. Some folks call them beak a deer.
Well, that was actually either a coyote or a wolf.
Said I think Vegemite is ground roadkill.
Ground roadkill. It tastes like it.
Said Anna. Yeah. Tastes different, but
got a different taste. Similar. I guess if you mixed it properly, if you fixed it properly, it might be good. I mean, I'm sure it is. But I just took it straight out of the bottle and put it on my finger and tasted it. Lord have mercy.
Okay. Said you never know unless you had a special way to get a hold of you, Bobby. RLT 78. Said no offense, Barry.
No offense. I don't see how the Aussies do it, man. I'll have to try it again. If somebody was to send me some, I'd have to try it again. I guess the proper way. Just to see.
Buddy Reed. Said Walmart carries Vegemite yeast extract, but not in the stores here in Columbus. Andy C. Said roadkill potted meat.
Oh, man.
Said him. Anna Metallica. Said Marmite is made from byproducts of beer brewing.
Beer brewing? Beer or deer? East? Worcester? Worcester? Is it Worcester? Yeah, East Worcester.
Said beer as in drink.
Beer as in drink.
Anna Metallica. Said beer.
Oh man. That's stinking drive-wise, ain't I? Dang it. It's not open though.
Andy C. Said beer.
Beer, man, beer. Turn my drive-wise on.
Tom Kearney. Said Worcestershire. Rick.
Worcestershire.
Said Bobby say that 3 times fast.
Nah, that's alright. I can't say it 3 times slow. I forgot my drive-wise. Anytime my ELD goes off, which after I sit for 14 hours, it goes off.
Said hi, I'm new here and from Flip Flop Truckers channel.
Patty, welcome to the Red One Gang. Welcome,
Said
welcome.
beef extract.
We are here every single day for y'all's viewing pleasure, and everybody give Patty a nice warm Red One Gang welcome.
RLT
Thank you,
78.
thank you, thank you.
Said well, hello, Patty.
maybe does come from Flip Flop.
Anna Metallica said Marmite is a sticky dark brown paste with a distinct salty, powerful flavor and heady aroma. Gary Watson said, "What's your sister?"
What's your sister?
Lisa Hicks said, "Welcome."
Lisa,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Said, "Hey Finland Cloud." Ozzy Baywatch said, "G'day Patty." Kangaroo
G'day, mate.
BR said, "Welcome aboard Patty." Tom Purdy said, "Buddy Reed, that's American pronunciation, which is wrong, LOL."
Which
Lisa
is
Hicks
wrong.
said, "Hi Bobby, that's a beautiful view."
It is. It's
Buddy
beautiful out here. The road's not
said,
great.
"Hello, Patty." Bill
I wonder what kind of fish they got down there.
Andy C said, "There used to be canned malt syrup in the baking area of stores, and at the top there was a package of yeast for making beer. Have seen it in a long time."
Package of yeast.
Andy C said, "Haven't."
Got some tracks right alongside of us. I want to imagine that it's probably CSX. When I was looking on the map earlier today to find out what Walmart to go to,
Said 222 Make-A-Wish.
they was a huge
Said was cashier.
SCX train yard over in that vicinity. That thing was a monster. It is a monster. I may need to,
Tom Kearney said, "No one pronounces the Shire part. Get a clue." One Scuba Dude
well,
said, "Hi there, Gary. BRRLT."
we'll try to get a clue.
RLT78 said, "Scuba." Bill said, "You car sucks." Buddy Reed
Dang, Bill.
said, "Tom, it just depends on where a person is from."
Is your car better
Tomato
than my
or
car?
potato?
I'm not driving a
Mary
car,
Watson
Bill.
said, "Hi at one Scuba Dude."
Who is this Bill
Yeah.
character?
Said, "Hi Scuba."
Is Bill
Tom
new?
Kearney said, "You dropped the Shire." Andy C said, "We calls it Where's Your Sister sauce."
Where's your sister
Anna
sauce?
Metallica said, "Vegemite is similar to our British Marmite, with a similar taste." Gary Watson said, "Think so."
Bill, we're not
Yeah.
driving a car, sir.
Said, "Ottawa Cuomo." Anna Metallica said, "Do those that look like a bloody car to you?" LOL.
Does it look like a bloody car?
78
What cars have
said,
hood
"St.
mirrors?
Paul and like we say, was Tom X. DRB
Dude, that
said,
is cool.
"What highway are you on?" Bill
Interstate 88.
said, "Pluto." Ozzy Baywatch said, "Bill a mud duck."
Is it Phil or Bill? I thought it said Bill, but it sounded like
One Scuba Dude said, "Buddy, make you some Vegemite cookies, LOL."
Vegemite
Hey.
cookies. Oh,
Said, "I don't see Billy Ray."
I don't know about that. It might be Phil. I just thought she said Bill. It sounded like Baywatch said Phil.
Elizabeth M said, "Barrel Bob." Ozzy Baywatch
Barrel bobbing it up.
said, "BB." Buddy Reed said, "I think it must be Bill."
Must be Bill. Okay. I don't know. Somebody's new in here. They're new. They don't know what to do.
Kevin Tower said, "Bill." Andy C said, "Bill as in village." Bill
All right, I got you.
said, "Stop cars." Gary Watson said, "YouTube blocking most his comments."
Oh, are they? Well, in that case,
Rick said, "I know we should talk about other streams, but I watched a live train stream from
Hey,
It was
Bill.
about a lot of trains through there."
you need a count.
Bill said, "You car stop now."
You're done. Since YouTube's blocking most of their comments, we don't need them here anyway.
Elizabeth M said, "You're done." Anna Metallica said, "LMAO." Andy C said, "Click click." Ozzy Baywatch said, "Good day, Gary."
hoes don't get a second chance.
Elizabeth M. said, forgot to say hi, Bobby.
Elizabeth, how you doing?
RLT78 said, nice Rick. CC said, nothing like the sound
Rick
of the
gifted
bolts
out a
of the
membership. Thank you, thank you, thank
said,
you.
thank you, YouTube, for doing your job.
That
Elizabeth
is
M. said, Rick,
awesome.
way to go. Buddy Reed said New York should come off of some money and put 12 inches of concrete on this road in emergency lane.
Yeah, no
Lisa
doubt.
Hicks said Bobby is lost and abandoned your channel.
It is. I don't put nothing on that channel anymore, Lisa.
Vegetable matter on my toes.
But it is my channel, yeah.
Said I like those also.
Yeah.
Deadshot Gaming said Bobby, good afternoon, and everyone regulators. It's good to see everybody today.
Kind of how you doing?
Richard Bishop said hello there, Bobby. I'm back.
Welcome back,
Are you near
Richard.
Binghamton, New York?
I'm not sure. I don't even know how to say the name of this place. Chevenbus or something like that. Yeah, it is my channel, Lisa. I don't put anything on it because I lost my, I don't know what email is connected to it. I don't know what password is connected to it.
Lisa Hicks said, are you going to do more?
I do everything on this channel
Said I
now.
know that click sound well, LOL. Deadshot Gaming
Dang it.
said I'm doing pretty good. Bobby, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty. Said looks like you're resurfacing it. King of Pick 7 said hello, Elizabeth M. King of Pick 7 said nice wandering. Lisa Hicks said LOL, I've done that.
Yeah.
Elizabeth M.
It's a shame
said hand pink waving.
that I lost everything on that channel, all my info that I needed.
Said that was the first boom in 2 days. Gary Watson said hi, Kyle. Deadshot Gaming said I'm glad you're doing good, Bobby.
Thank you. So everything like that now, when I do get to do it,
Watch this redneck shoot a 4-gauge shotgun on YouTube. That gun kicked that big old boy hard.
a 4-gauge?
Karstensen said he arises from the Lurkers Lounge. Hey Muncie, LOL. Deadshot Gaming said hello, Gary. Good afternoon.
But yeah, I just put everything on this channel now.
Said hello, King.
I've got a playlist of a few abandoned places on this channel. Not as many that I don't think is Chevenbus. I don't know how you say that.
Andy C said yep, 4-gauge. Nancy 65
I'd like to see that.
said hey Brandon, I feel safe here now, LOL.
I would like to transfer those videos over to this channel, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I can copyright myself, or it's not like I'm going to copyright myself. But I'd like to transfer the videos from that channel over to this channel.
Deadshot Gaming said Andy C, good afternoon. Richard Bishop said hello there, Kevin Tower.
Even though stuff, we doing separate stuff like that needs to be on a separate channel. It's a shame.
Said I'll go lurking there. I have watched a lot, Tyga.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Andy C said shoots a shell about the size of a frozen orange juice can.
Dang. Good Lord, that's huge.
Deadshot Gaming said hello, Matt. Good afternoon, chat reader. Elizabeth M said hand pink waving. Richard.
So we got 13 more miles on the interstate, and we'll be hopping off the interstate onto Route 23, and we'll have about 20 miles on that route, ish, something like that. I don't know how long it'll take them to load me up here. It shouldn't take them too
Said
awful
Bobby,
long.
did you say you forgot the info like email and password?
Yeah, the email. I don't even know what email I had connected
Said,
to it.
Richard.
I have no idea what email I had connected
Said
to it.
good day, Richard Bishop, popcorn, yellow stripe, smile, popcorn, yellow stripe, smile. Deadshot Gaming. Said I do like the scenery, very nice.
It's nice. It is nice out here.
Said hi, Gaming, Jeetsy Misfit. Rick. Said can't you go to history and find it?
Go to history. It wasn't on this phone. I had it on a whole separate phone, and it wiped that phone. It won't even power up now. But even when it did power up, it wiped those accounts completely off of it. I don't know why it done that for, but it wipes those accounts off.
Buddy Reed. Said hello, Andy. That sounds like it should be on a tripod on the ground. Richard Bishop. Said hello, Elizabeth Bamensky Buddy. Andy C. Said almost time to start on the beans and bologna deliveries. Deadshot Gaming.
Beans and bologna.
Said good afternoon, Richard.
Please come home. Yeah, today, this load here
Said hand pink waving, scuba.
it's under 400 miles
With 3 hearts.
total, under 400. I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 390-ish, maybe 370.
Richard Bishop. Said hello there, Aussie Baywatch. What's going on there, main kangaroo? Rick. Said maybe your phone company can get it out of your phone. They have ways of doing that. Deadshot Gaming.
Maybe.
Said Bobby, do you like sauerkraut? My dad and me went to a place and we had it on our sausage.
I hadn't
It was
ate,
very good.
I hadn't ate sauerkraut in a long
Said
time.
see you on the next one. I just go ahead and say it because you will be ending soon.
We should still have about 20 minutes, but we'll see you on the next one. Hey, catch you there. It's been a long time since I had sauerkraut. It's all right. I guess it depends on what you eat it with, how you eat it, what kind of mixture you mix up with it.
Long Island D. Said hello, Bobby and Brad.
Long Island Day, how you do?
Anna Metallica. Said Dave. Brandon Karstensen. Said young, love me some fermented cabbage. Goes good on some hot dogs, haha. Rick.
I don't like it on hot dogs.
RLT78. Said hi, Dave. Long Island Dave. Said Anna hi. Andy C. Said I remember when I was in school, they served bologna and tomato sauce. Wasn't bad when you got used to it. Elizabeth
Bologna and tomato sauce?
said hi, Dave. Long Island Dave. Said hi, Ron. One scuba dude. Said hey, Dave. Kevin Towler. Said I want try kimchi. Deadshot Gaming.
I could have tried some kimchi that last time I was at home, but I
Elizabeth
didn't.
M. Said no smurfing.
My brother brought some
Long
in.
Island Dave. Said hi, Elizabeth. Brandon Karstensen. Said well, hot dogs or brats. I like it on both. Richard Bishop.
Can't for a man.
Said howdy, Long Island Dave. Lisa Hicks. Said I don't like mustard on hamburgers, only pork. RLT78.
You don't like mustard on hamburgers?
Said Andy, not sure about that. Hank. Said you probably already had a lot of people subscribing to that other channel. Thereafter I get to thank him, but you don't have no way to finding out like you said.
I can get to the channel. I
Said
just,
ahoy, scuba.
the way for me to, the only way I can get to the channel is the same way you guys get to the channel.
I would like to try.
I just have to get to it as a viewer,
Said,
not
"Good
the
afternoon,
owner.
Lisa." RLT78. Said I refuse to try kimchi. Richard Bishop. Said hi there, Lisa Hicks. Long Island Dave. Said hi, Richard. Elizabeth M. Said I like mayo on hamburger. Lisa Hicks. Said hi, DSG. Richard Bishop. Said hello there, RLT78.
was a whole different account, phone account too, that was from.
RLT78 said that sounds good, Dave. Long Island Dave said fermented cabbage. Richard Bishop said hi, Annabeth Valia. Elizabeth F. said Rodeo Road.
Yeah, Rodeo
Once
Road for
buddy.
real.
Said that's why I have all my different accounts info written down and secure. Anna Metallica said Richard. Deadshot Gaming said Bobby, I remembered a channel lost and found it was a good channel. I enjoyed the video on it.
Yeah, I liked doing it. I don't know. Here in the last couple of years, this company has not given me much opportunity to even do many of them videos. Of course, all them videos pretty much that's on that channel is just stops that I made along these routes.
Andy C. said let's Bobby borrow my bull rigging.
Borrow your what?
Brett said I had a phone that Rogan would come on when they were able to get all my pics and contacts out of it, but you can't find them, that sucks.
Yeah.
Anna Metallica said kimchi is a Korean side dish consisting of salted and fermented vegetables, most often nama cabbage or Korean radish. Hijana Boy said moments of silence decided to Dylan Grant rest in peace bull riding accident. Andy C. said bull rigging, what you use to ride a bull. Richard Bishop
Gotcha.
said Anna Metallica sorry about the misspelling, I hit the wrong keys. Once you put it. Said Dave you were good though, you took his sandwich. Hijana Boy said Dylan Grant passed away bull riding. Anna Metallica said no worries Richard.
I seen that.
RLT78
I seen that where that dude
said
passed
my
away
buddy is
from bull
trying to
riding.
try fermented pickles. No thanks. The only thing I ever consumed fermented was beer. Hijana Boy said Dylan Grant rest in peace. William Lichtbull said Bobby, do you go to a different warehouse or the same place? Deadshot
A
Gaming
different warehouse for what?
said hello, RLT78, good afternoon.
For my deliveries?
Said well I'm gonna watch, but sit back and help hubby bring stuff in house later while watching incognito.
Can you find that,
Hijana
Lisa?
Boy said Dylan Grant rest in peace bull riding accident. RLT78 said hi Deadshot. Chris Turbo said Pinna Marinid. Kevin Towler said more rough roads.
Yeah, they're pretty rough.
Anna Metallica said to me, bull riding is just another cool sport. William Lichtbull said yes. Hijana Boy said Candace Owens, social media Dylan Grant rest in peace bull riding. Gary Watson said LOL. Andy C. said 21-day sun pickles are fermented. Most other pickles are in a vinegar salt brine. Hijana Boy said Donald Trump's social media decided to Dylan Grant rest in peace of PRCA bull riding accident.
get no more political than that, though. No, actually, we're not letting it slide. Okay, Johnny boy, do you need a count? You're done. No
Kajana
political.
Boyd. Said Megyn Kelly's social media Dylan Grant rest in peaceful writing accident on April 3rd. Anna Metallica. Said Kajana, no politics on here please.
Too late.
Muncie 65. Said click click. Brandon Karstensen. Said bang LOL. Anna Metallica. Said LMAO. Lisa Hicks. Said wow you can make that sound but can't say GUN LOL.
I know. It's weird. They probably don't actually like the sound effect, but it's just a sound effect, so.
Cucumbers. Son, get a clue.
What?
Richard Bishop. Said Bobby store security had to put a guy out for walking around looking all crazy and wild out of his eyes and picking his nose. Deadshot Gaming. Said nice shot Bobby, right on target as always.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jaeger Museum to the right. Alright, so we're hopping up on Route 23 right here in Oneonta?
Anna Metallica.
I don't know how you say the name
Said
of that place.
LMFAO.
Oneonta. Somebody put that up in chat for me. Oneonta or Oneonta. Maybe. So it's South 28, East
Andy C.
23.
Said some Indian name. Andy C. Said Indian. RDA.
Snow
Desert Rat.
River?
Said what's going on Gary hiding people now instead of timeout. Andy C. Said not dog Indian. Richard Bishop. Said Oneonta. One scuba dude. Said Lisa say it this way nub nub LOL. Tom Kearney. Said oh low bridge. Gary Watson. Said yeah.
Gary's had special instructions. Just don't pay attention. Please remove that comment. Desert Rat.
Desert Rat. Long Island Dave. Said hi Gary. Gary Watson. Said hi at Long Island Dave. Long Island Dave. Said hi Barry.
Hey, say the name of this town, chat.
Alar
Anianta?
Lelymes. Said howdy Gary W and LID. Desert Rat. Said howdy.
Howdy
Aussie Baywatch.
How's
Said
it going?
hi, D. Long Island D. Said howdy Desert Rat. Rick. Said hello everybody just coming in. Alar Lelymes. Said howdy Desert. Gary Watson. Said hi at Alar Lelymes. Desert Rat. Said howdy-ish, good here. Craftwork. Said Aldi. Andy C. Said Oni on top. Long Island D.
Onianta.
Said Alar hello.
Huh. Interesting. Onianta. That don't even sound, or that don't sound like that goes together. Or that don't sound what it looks like. I'll never remember that. Onianta. I'll say it like that.
Money with Wings. Godfather Banks Money with Wings.
Dang,
Said
that's a cool.
nonstop greetings curious to see how long it was going to last LOL.
What?
Buddy Reed.
How long what was gonna last?
Said that must have been a beginner's Amish buggy that guy was pulling.
It might have been. Bloomin' onions, fried dough. Huh. Interesting.
Patty Rowe. Said O'Nay on top.
Onianta. No vacancy in that big
Richard
farmhouse.
Fishing. Said Oneonta Bobby.
Oneonta. Oneonta, New York is where we're at right now. Or where we just went through. Man, they got some big, nice houses here in Oneonta. That's what I like about running up in these areas. Looking, I love seeing these houses.
Long Island D. Said big college party town.
Ah,
Lisa Hicks. Said I did not know New York was mountains beautiful.
oh, New York.
Desert Rat.
New York's.
Said
This
dear
is.
Regs not having seen instructions as one has.
Well, I'm able to communicate behind the scenes with him.
Anna Metallica. Said of Gary Watson. You are a fantastic regulator, and I can't believe you were criticized like that. Cal Tim. Said number 243.
Count Tim, how you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tom Kearney. Said imagine fighting a war up here. Several
For
have
real.
happened.
Just follow the footsteps. That's all you gotta do, man. Just follow the footsteps.
Marlene STR. Said I love all the open land. Cal Tim. Said wait, where can I put in a good word for Gary?
Right here to right long gang.
Long Island D. Said French and Indian War was fought here.
French and Indian War. Dang it.
RLT-78. Said good space for a home shooting range.
Right. But yeah, see, you're able to see what's going on. You don't have to broadcast it to everybody. You're able to see what's going on there. So just follow suit.
Cal Tim. Said Gary is a great regulator. Amber. Said just give a shout out to Sasquatch.
Shout out to the Sasquatch. 1,840 feet right here.
Amber. Said hi Long Island Dave. Andy C. Said Juanita equals Iroquois name for place of open rocks. Deadshot Gaming. Said good afternoon Amber, good to see you today. Desert Rat. Said you could communicate by email to Reds. RLT78. Said Amber, strange stories about upstate creatures and all.
Just follow suit.
Cal
Like I
10.
said, just follow suit,
Said
man.
howdy Miss Amber.
You see what's going on, so
Said hikers
fall
and
in with
hunters
it.
have gone missing. Lisa Hicks. Said I bet there's spirits in those mountains. Amber. Said Cal Tim. Cal Tim. Said Giggle. Alar Lullies. Said howdy Cal Tim and Amber. Amber. Said hi Kyle and Ron. Anna Metallica. Said can we go cave exploring? Amber. Said Alar. RLT78. Said Amber hello. Cal Tim. Said oops I said the S word. Ozzy Baywatch. Said g'day Cal Tim. Desert Rat. Said okay, Bobby. Cal Tim. Said Baywatch. Long Island Dave. Said how caverns not far a walk from here.
What is this? We got a roundabout out here in the middle of the mountains.
Andy C. Said dang, flat curves.
1,370 feet altitude.
Anna Metallica. Said WTF. LOL roundabout off the mountain. LOL.
I know, that's crazy. Come off of a mountain into a roundabout. Hey, there's produce. No, it's not produce stand. Dang. This is nuts.
Gary Watson. Said who put a go-kart track here. Cal Tim. Said squirrel about I guess Drew did the Watusi once too often. RLT78. Said they stick those in Vermont, narrow suckers. Tom Kearney. Said we came down 500 feet dang.
Yeah.
Anna Metallica. Said how does that work? LOL. Magic Moon. Said roundabout instead of an overpass.
Well, I guess roundabout instead of an
Scott
overpass
Jackson.
would be pretty
Said
good.
good afternoon from Ontario.
Good afternoon, Scott. Snowmobile crossing. And man, I tell you what, when there's snow on the ground, you watch for these snowmobile crossing signs out here on these roads, because if you don't, you might hit a snowmobile. And I don't know how they would deem that as far as the driver goes with fault.
Said me too, Scott.
But man, them snowmobiles and them crossings like
Said
that,
Bobby, you wouldn't like to LOL.
I might not like driving them UK roads. One good thing, it's not summertime, so the trees isn't blocking out our service right now. That's a plus. I think the trees ain't blocking them out. Wow, that is nice. Yeah, I've driven these roads up here that's got the snowmobile crossings in the snow. You got to watch out for them suckers. You really do.
Muncie 65 said, I don't feel so lonely with another Ontario here, Brandon. Rick said, as we just buffered and you now again.
Dang it.
Aussie Baywatch said, buffering a bit okay.
Buffering a bit.
D. Michaels said, Thue Road looks nice.
Wow. Did you see that mailbox? They got kayaks for their ponds, man.
Rick said, LOL Bobby, you could time that any worse.
No better, no worse.
Said, do people live off these roads kinda like the Evil Dead house sitting back off the long road?
I imagine
Clint
so.
W said, howdy.
Clint, how you doing?
Clint W said, mailbox on a string.
Yeah, right. That was a neat looking mailbox. Or it was neat how they had it set up. Look at. Nah, don't do it. Don't say it.
RLT 78 said, you don't knock on doors in the middle of the night. Richard Bishop said, Bobby, a lot of snowmobile drivers are drunk.
Yeah, maybe so, but you gotta watch them, man. If you don't want to run out when you're out on a road like this and there's snow out, you gotta watch them. Because, like I say, they don't have stop signs.
D. Michaels said, yeah, I wouldn't knock on no doors there.
They don't act like they've got
said,
stop signs
probably
either.
have some awesome mailboxes out here.
Oh, look at that car. Check that out on the right. Wow, that's pretty sweet. What do we got here? An ice cream stand. Polar bear. Wow.
RLT 78 said, those sleds are hard to see.
Yeah, they are.
Anna Metallica said, this town would be an awesome one-wheel adventure.
Indeed it would. If they had more roadway to ride.
Said, beautiful view of the mountains to live here.
What was this in front of us? What the heck is that thing?
Said, good afternoon, Bobby.
Meg, how
nice
you doing?
View. D. Michaels said, I wouldn't trust any market or ice cream stand there.
Dang, what a house.
Hannibal lecture people, they're LOL.
Hannibal lecture people? For real? Surely not. That was big and nice to be Hannibalish. Oh, he's on a tractor.
Rick said, our trails for snow machines, trails and stop signs and roads.
Yeah, they should. That's what I was going to say. Some of them do.
Scott Jackson.
Some of them, you can see some of them from the road.
Into Canada.
No, I never go to Canada. I don't have passports, and this company don't have permits.
Probably booze and the ice cream.
Booze and ice cream? Dang it, man. Yeah, this company don't have permits to cross the borders. Mexico or Canada.
Said nice people upstate.
Yeah.
Buddy Reed said that was nice of him to pull off the road.
It sure was, because in the South, they don't do that, man. They'll make you ride behind them until you're able to pass them.
Once, Buddy said, where was his slow-moving vehicle sign on the back?
I don't know. He had a triangle. It just wasn't on the wagon, it was on the actual tractor. We got about 9-ish more miles.
Said any Amish people there?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any Amish
Said
around here or
Almost
not.
Midwest Hospitality. Anna Metallica. Said so this is upstate NY.
Yeah, we're in upstate New York right now.
RLT 78. Said see that rooster. California.
Yeah, they've got some of the best hospitality up here in these areas,
Anna Metallica. Said scuba.
in my opinion.
Said what's up.
Not too much, just driving down the highway.
Said I thought it snowed upstate New York. RLT 78.
Is it snow? Well, we got it's 40 degrees out here. In the wintertime, it does do a lot of snow. And look at that. That boat almost looks like a paper boat. What kind of boat is that? Is that a sailboat? That's all. Wow, that's funny looking. That is a funny looking boat.
Anna Metallica. Said I wish I could own one of those houses in upstate NY. RLT 78. Said it snows up there for sure.
Oh yeah, it snows around here for sure.
Said that was a golf cart for sale.
Nah, that was a side by side.
Said sailboat.
Sailboat.
Magic boom. Said beautiful scenic drive. John
Indeed.
Gann. Said good afternoon.
John, how you doing?
Anna Metallica. Said John. Rick. Said I want them side by side.
Marydale, New York, I think is what the GPS says. I think. Marydale
Buddy Reed.
is where
Said
we're
it
at.
looks like one needs a half a tank of gas to go get more gas.
Right. Dude, check that old barn out. Nice
John
house.
Gann. Said hey Anna. Once buddy. Said Anna call Bigfoot Realty for a place to buy.
Bigfoot Realty.
RLT 7. Said this is why I travel back roads through New England and New York.
Yeah, they're beautiful up through here. The back roads are.
Said this area must be considered off the grid. Elizabeth M. Said buddy, right. Scott Jackson. Said beautiful day to be trucking. Anna
Indeed it
Metallica.
is.
Said LMAO scuba. RLT 78. Said not off the grid deep. John Gann. Said it's gotta be pretty cool in the fall.
That place was abandoned big time.
Said probably a lot of family owned land. John 123 Canada 42.
Look at that.
Said hey Bobby here, come real fast the choppa is passing at Clint W.
Dang.
Said nice in the summer. D. Michaels. Said not off grid at RLT. What is off grid? King of Leaf
Off grid
7.
means no power.
Said this postcard scenery.
Lord have mercy. This would be a good 360 video here.
Said man, sunny and 70 in Minnesota today. Got the day off, but wish I was working in this hellhole.
Driving out around this area, this would be a good
Said
360
not as hot
video.
as the cities. Anna Metallica. Said how about a building?
It would be nice if I had a place to park.
Said Bobby, you would my area. Everything you're seeing now I see every day, just a lot more of it.
Heck yeah.
Rick. King of Thick 7. No, you ain't from there.
Right.
James Ewing. Said hey Bobby.
James, how you
D.
doing?
Michaels. Said look at those large old barns. Kevin Towler. Said they're a trucker, his name Trucker Josh. He traveled between Canada and us. Anna Metallica. Said whoa, that awesome building to the left just looked straight from a horror film. Long Island Dave. Said hi James. John Gann. Said Bison. Anna Metallica. Said James. D. Michaels. Said I bet those antique hunters would love going through the old barns.
Yeah,
John
for sure.
123 Canada 42. Said hate from W. Anna Rick James RLT 78 D. Kevin Dave Lee. Once Kubadi. Said Anna they might rent it to you. Clint W. Said hey John. Rick. Said there is life there LOL.
Heck
Rick.
yeah.
Said hi John. Anna
Alright.
Metallica.
We just went through
Said
Marydale.
John C. Long Island
Now we're in Delhi.
Said hi John 123. RLT 78. Said hi John. John 123 Canada 42. Said hey John G1 Scuba. James Ewing. Said hey everyone.
James, how you doing?
Vinci. Said have an acquaintance who is a truck driver, and I have to say that when he drives his wife's Fiat 500 of art, I feel like I'm sitting on a Lamborghini. This is to say how much driving ability a truck. D. Michaels. Said do you think they get a lot of truck traffic there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Said my dog keep me waking
The
up
roads
and I'll
kind of tell like they do.
Geo 79. Said hello everyone. Anna Metallica.
Geo, how you doing?
Said American architecture is so cool. Rick. Said hi James. John 123 Canada 42. Said hey Geo. Rick. Said Geo hi. Andy C. Said nice frame houses up there. Anna Metallica. Said Geo. Marlene STR. Said hi Geo. One Scuba Doo. Said hey John. Said hey Rick. James Ewing. Said hey Geo. John 123 42. Said hey Marlene. Kevin Towler. Said hi Geo 79. James Ewing. Said hey Scuba. Buddy Reed. Said that wasn't snow on the right. John
I don't know.
Cool scene, but no place to stop and look.
I know, right?
Anna Metallica. LOL. Said hi John.
Them cars has been behind me for a minute.
Said so is this anywhere near Long Island?
No, I don't think so. Long Island's in New York
Andy
City.
C. Said handy little pull off.
Yeah. Them cars been behind me for a few minutes. They was behind me when the tractor pulled off. A few of them was. So I seen that pull off. Said, let them on by, man. Let them on by.
Buddy Reed. Said there goes. Aussie Baywatch. Said 76.469 pounds. That's the weight of all the people in the Lurkers Lounge.
Dang it.
Buddy Reed. Said there goes. RLT 7. Said a hike from Long Island.
Yeah. Pretty good hike from Long Island. Long Island's down
Anna
in the
Metallica.
city.
Said I thought we was going on an exploration then.
Nah, I was just letting the traffic around me. I've been holding them up.
King of Mix 7. Said yeah Long Island all the way downstate. Long Island Dave. Said D around 6 forward from me. Buddy Reed. Said there goes Bobby returning the favor. Finally got it out.
Exactly.
Kevin Towler.
There you go.
Said 255 likes.
255. Let's go. Just a friendly reminder, if you've not got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick
Said
it.
upstate and NYC is
Do
like
not care
two
how you
different
do it.
countries.
Stop
John
smurfing on it.
123 Canada 42. Said hey Aussie. D. Michaels. Said what is 6 hound? Or did you mean 6 hours? One Scuba Doo. Said Anna needs a recess. Tom Kearney. Said 196 miles to Long Island Airport.
196, dang.
Said is that a graveyard to the right?
It might have been. It might have been. I think
Said do you like Lamborghini? RLT
I've never
78.
driven a Lamborghini, man.
Said got that right King. Buddy Reed. Said click it, lick it, or ticket. Brandon Karstensen. Said 70 pounds of the Lurkers Lounge is my fat self. I need to free to roast myself. D. Michaels. Said Anna. Have you tried those new P&J Reese's yet?
I tried to.
Clint W. Said 6 hounds would be cool.
That was one of the Reese's that I tried. It was
Said
dark.
5 in Australia. Good day, John.
It was like a dark gooey chocolate. I tried. I didn't like that at all. I got a caramel one in here somewhere that I got with it.
Andy C. Said Limp Ginny. I haven't, unfortunately. The UK is limited on what type of Reese's we get over here. We mainly get the cupcakes. D. Michaels said, yeah, I seen those commercials, Bobby, for that Reese's.
Yeah, that chocolate dark fudge or whatever it was, I did not like that a bit. Actually, I only ate half of one of them, I think.
Said, this is Delaware County, not far from Pennsylvania.
I threw the other one away.
Marlene STR said, caramel Reese is better than the chocolate lava. I love chocolate, and I didn't even like the lava.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Scuba-doo.
Is that what it is, chocolate lava?
5 Reese's per week, LOL. Movie Da Vinci said, little road you drive in Europe. Anna Metallica said, Skewa Buluhiwa. Andy C said, I love dark chocolate. Marlene STR said, yes, chocolate lava.
Okay, yeah, I've tried that one. I didn't like it, not a bit.
Said, I'll try again. 76,469.
There you go. That sounds better. That sounds better.
D. Michaels. J deserves a camera tryout, Bobby.
The P&J.
W.
If I run across one, I'll do
said,
it.
yeah, I love dark chocolate too, but it's probably an acquired taste.
I hadn't seen any, but if I run across one, I'll give it a camera shot. Pretty around here.
Said, I'm 51 kilos.
How many stones are you?
Rick said, a deer or moose? Marlene SDR said, I didn't either, Bobby, but the caramel one isn't bad. I still prefer just the plain, and I like the Reese's wafer sticks.
Reese, what?
Said,
Wafer
Reese
sticks?
have the best dark chocolate candy bars. They have some with raspberry.
I don't think I like those. Seems like I have tried those. I didn't like it. The wafer sticks.
Andy C said, I'll buy the 56% dark chocolate baking chocolate just to nibble on. Brandon Karstensen said, bro, I don't know the last time I heard someone ask for weight in stones, LOL.
Well, now you know today. Mark it down, man. Mark it down. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down. Hopefully it won't take them too long to get me loaded, hopefully. As soon as I get loaded, though.
Said it's like the old school wafer cookies, but Reese's flavor.
Okay.
Click W.
As soon as we get loaded back or loaded up,
91's LOL.
I'll get the stream started back up for the delivery. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. With that being said, chat, you are done.